Mark Consuelos has been a co-host on Live with Kelly and Mark for 2 years now, but he wasn't always. At first, he wanted to take on. In an episode of Kelly Kelsa's Not Gonna Lie podcast that aired on Thursday, July 31st, Kelly Ripa discussed her husband's work with actress George Lopez, going back to their 30 years of working together on the soap opera All My Children. Mark had probably co-hosted with me 100 times by the time he became permanent co-hosting, so we were accustomed to working together. Always leaving things to the last minute, Ripa noticed. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he felt compelled to step up and take charge after years of filling in when needed. Our only task was to ensure that he could understand it. Ripa Consuelos reportedly had reservations about taking over for her former co-host Ryan SADDEST. When asked if it would be fun to do it occasionally, he initially says no. I was going to say something like, "It's so great." But then I changed my mind. It's a breeze compared to making soap. You can still go out and live your life to the fullest, she added, because it's such a long period. And so I think that has made it really easy. Ripa continued by saying that they don't see each other again until dinner time on weekdays following their live morning tapings. She went on to say, "We need some separation. Some secrecy is necessary between us. His whereabouts and activities remain a mystery to me. Sorry, I'm confused." As I conduct this interview, unbeknownst to him. The show was rebranded as Live with Kelly and Mark in April 2023 when Consuelos became Ripa's permanent co-host. People often ask, "You two, what's going on?" Which is the nicest part of being co-host of a talk show. Isn't the prospect of having an argument and then having to go on TV something that worries you? Just kidding, Ripa said. I mean, we have debates live on air. And it's awesome to have debates live on air because your viewers act as your moral compass, telling you who's right and who's wrong. Just so you know, I'm typically correct. After that, Kelly wanted to know the TV host's thoughts on their next collaboration with Kelly's spouse, the retired NFL player Jason Kelce. I approach him with the same mix of veneration and irreverence that I would a newborn infant. I get it. You have to have things a certain way. Without doing whatever it is that certain way, he gets anxious or tense, Ripa explained. Therefore, I do my best to stay away from anything that could frighten or annoy him if at all possible. On Monday, July 28th, Consuelos made an appearance on the show. While in Los Angeles, he shot a TV show. Thus, he missed the remainder of the week. In addition to Raya, famous people like Jerry Annell, Carson Kressley, and David Muir will be co-hosting the show. From their sextime on soap operas to their marriage and now as co-hosts of one of the most popular morning shows in America, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos have been an adored pair on television for decades. Their on-screen banter belies the difficulty Kelly had in persuading Mark to become a permanent member of Live, despite the obvious chemistry between the two. Kelly revealed the truth about working side by side with her husband Mark and why he didn't jump at the chance to replace former co-host Ryan SADDEST in an open conversation on Kelly Kelsa's Not Gonna Lie podcast. More than 3 decades have passed since Kelly and Mark first crossed paths on All My Children, when they co-starred with Mateo Santos and Haley Vaughn, who were on-screen lovers. Both on and off-screen, their bond was palpable right away. They became a couple shortly after meeting and were married in 1996. Several TV shows and guest appearances over the years featured their collaboration. Mark had stepped in as a co-host on Live more than 100 times before committing full-time, as Kelly pointed out on a podcast. According to Kelly, we had worked together frequently throughout the years and were accustomed to working together. By the time Mark became our permanent co-host, we had probably co-hosted the show 100 times. The fact remained, nevertheless, that familiarity did not necessarily lead to enthusiasm. Although it seemed like a perfect fit, particularly to the show's loyal viewers, Mark wasn't thrilled about becoming a full-time morning show co-host at first. Kelly claims that his reluctance stemmed from the daily commitment and is worried that it would lose its appeal as it grew normal. He responds, "No, it's fun to do once in a while because it's only once in a while."